Why are you so mad about Twitch videos, bro? VOD channel. Dan, you want to hop into Discord and talk about it? Hop on, bud. I'll tell you exactly why it's upsetting. Let me know if you're free. Hop on in, bud. Dan.
Squeex.
How have you been? I saw you left me a message.
Yeah, I've left you like 3 or 4 voicemails and you haven't responded. So I figured, hey, like, you mad at me or something, bro?
No, we're fine. I just was confused. Like, voicemails, but they're on Discord. I'm just thought maybe there's a confusion. You mean like a voice memo? You can just type out the text.
Yeah, it just doesn't hit the same. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's fair. How have you been? How's Radon?
Next topic. How's your...
Wait,
your,
what do you mean next topic? What do you mean? You're doing a good job.
It's 3,000 attempts against Radon. How do you think it's going? Probably as good as your dating life.
Damn. You know I go on dates all the time, right? Let's just say, okay, fine, you win. I haven't gone on 3,000 dates, but it's about quality, not quantity. And maybe that's something you can learn about your Elden Ring runs. Because you just need one good fight against Radon, and that would be it.
When was your last date?
Just today. I'm secretly married.
What did you do? Go play pickleball at the senior center or what?
Dan, you're older than me.
I don't know about that, Squeex.
You are. You are older than me. I do know about that.
How old are you?
I'm 31.
I'm 30.
You're just saying one less. You're gonna, like, clearly not 30, right?
What do you mean?
Well, it's just that I know you're not 30. Like, let's not lie to the audience. Don't you think that's like a bad precedent to set?
But how would you not?
Wait, Dan, I forgot to tell you.
What?
Congratulations.
Congratulations on what?
You joined OTK. I saw you in, you got that OTK money. You joined OnlyFans, Dan. Listen. It didn't work out. I heard that there was a bit of a kerfuffle. But congratulations, you got that OTK bag, and now you can chill out, just like me.
Well, I was just trying to be like you. Kind of that one time I flew all the way to New York City, had lunch with you in your city, took you out to lunch, and you didn't even reach for your wallet one time. Yeah, and you're the one with the OTK money. I mean, I've been wanting to ask you about that. Like, you didn't even like think to do it. Like, I would have just appreciated the fake reach to the wallet, but you didn't even do that.
Dan, I have both the metaphorical and physical receipt of paying for that. Do you really?
You cannot.
Do you really want me to take out the receipt? I have it on my. I have it on my Chase statement.
For my meal. I promise you didn't.
Okay, I did not pay for your meal, but that's because you were late, and I paid for my meal and sat there. Do you remember?
Yeah, it was a power move. You had to wait for me.
What? You've changed since this OTK money. I'm telling you. I remember the old Dan. He would have been right on time.
No, I mean, but like you didn't. How come you, like, realistically speaking, like, you didn't reach for your wallet once? Can you just tell me the real reason?
Because we just ordered food at different times, Dan. Do you want me to donate you a meal?
No, it's not about the meal. It's about the thought. You didn't even think to do it.
Wait, you know what I did see recently on your broadcast?
What?
On your show?
What?
I saw that you said hop in, bud, to one of your old chatters. And he said something that made me laugh. He was in all earnestness saying, I don't like suffercore anymore, so I stopped watching, and the BM is a little too much. I was impressed that you didn't just rail into him. You just listen to him.
Yeah, man. We're all out here, man, in the battlefield of ideas. And do you know that I got Uno reversied by an affiliate of yours?
Who's that? Tell me the story.
I was trying to. I've sent Atriac a tweet once every 6 months for the past like 3 years. He never responded because he has this. I just want his tech. He has like something where he can overlay a chat. Yeah. And he responded to me after 3 years with a screenshot of a DM from you saying that you've just been defeated in the marketplace of ideas. Something along the lines. But it was you telling him that.
Yeah. It's like we all have our own niches and we have our competitive advantages and we have to play into it. Why would I, for example, as a big corporation, give a handout to a struggling mom and pop? Right?
I mean,
It's capitalism, baby.
Wait, but here's the thing: you started out selling CDs from your trunk.
Yeah, so
I listen to that CD probably once a week. When I'm raging against Radon, I'll go Squeex' 16-star tutorial, and your voice goes from, "Hey, this is Squeex." Yes, the Clippy, Clippy. Yes, this is what you. Yep, Clippy.
I'm trying to be helpful, Dan. I think you're watching the wrong tutorial. You should be watching how to beat Radon, Dan. That's the problem. You're clicking the wrong vid. Do you want me to make one for you?
No, that's okay.
Because you know how that video starts, right, Dan? It says, every good speedrun starts with a bomb clip and a great attitude. And Dan, I think you don't got either, unfortunately.
Well, you know, I'm just gonna continue to watch you and rage and sag when I don't see any Mario 64. You know.
Yeah, and I'm gonna do the same thing with Binding of Isaac. And let me tell you, Dan, you are in your golden era. I mean, frankly, once Radon is over, there's gonna be a hole left in my heart.
What am I gonna do, man? Let me ask you this final question before I get off your stream. When you don't know what to do content-wise, what do you do?
I don't do content. I just play random games.
Yeah, but like,
I say, chat, link me a game, and then I'll open them and say, that's good. That's good. Like, you think I have any plans today?
Well, you still gotta like have some games loaded up. Or you're saying you just hit the
no, I install it while I'm streaming.
You truly are one of one, Squeex.
Thanks, man. Wait, sorry, but I don't want you to leave. You said you don't understand this Twitch VOD thing.
No, I do. I mean, I do understand it, but like, I don't understand why people are raging. And you led the charge. I'm like, oh, Twitch announced they're taking something away, and who's at the battle lines? And Squeak's like, do you know how bad this is?
Why do you give me a voice?
Because you're all capsing it. I'm like, Squeak's never comments
I'm not
on
all
anything.
capsing. I'm literally not all capsing.
All capsing when you're best friends with Dan Clancy. You go out for wine in Sonoma every other week with him, and now you're roasting one of his things. You're on his payroll. What do you okay,
Dan, I'm so critical of Dan Clancy. You're talking up the wrong tree, actually.
Is this is your forward-facing persona? But I've seen you in the back rooms sipping vintage Chianti with Dan Clancy, but you have to put up this like front for your audience so they don't think you're part of the establishment, but you are establishment.
Oh, true. Me and Dan Clancy. Like, give me a break, Dan. The stories have to be real. I'm here in my island.
So I'm here with open ears and open eyes. What is your problem with Twitch getting rid of a feature that no one views on the site?
Okay. So my problem with it is that they have this wealth of highlights, right? Like old VODs, old uploads, etc. And instead of paying to store it and push it towards people algorithmically, like for example, Dan, with your VODs, do you have someone to upload them onto YouTube?
Yes.
So that is a flaw in Twitch because the VOD is housed on Twitch. So they should be able to do that on the website itself and run ads on it, right? Instead of hosting it and finding something creative and a way to make money off of them, they're just saying, nope, we don't want to host it anymore. You better upload it to YouTube VODs so we don't have to deal with it. So my problem is Twitch just doesn't understand the use of their platform. Instead of pushing long-form content, which streams are, they're pushing short-form content where people are trying to it's like, using a hammer to, hit a baseball. It's just not the right thing. So they should be focused. Like, how awesome would it be, Dan, if on the home page, just like YouTube, you had a discoverability of people's highlights. Like, I think it would just change it would just be actually a huge discoverability tool.
Can I just want to ask a couple clarifying questions?
Yeah, go ahead.
What is Twitch's primary content delivery form?
Live streams.
Okay, so Twitch live stream. Mm-hmm. What is YouTube's primary content delivery form?
It's to store videos. Like DVR. Okay,
so there's an absolute premium gold standard of a place to store videos.
Mm-hmm.
And you're mad that Twitch doesn't want to go against a juggernaut known as YouTube.
Yeah, but they're going against a juggernaut known as TikTok with short form. Like, it doesn't mean you can't It doesn't mean you have to stay in your arena completely. Like, just because something isn't native to the website doesn't mean you can't dip your toes into finding a way. Like, my big failing, Dan, is if you have to use another website to make Twitch better, that's a failure on Twitch's part.
But here's the thing. They're not in the VOD business. They're in the live streaming business. So
but they house VODs.
For 30 days because if people miss their daily Squeex, they're like, oh, I missed Squeex yesterday, let me catch up, and then it's gone. They don't care that you haven't PB'd in 60 days because you haven't had a VOD in 60 days where you played Mario. If they want to find one of your speed runs, they're not going to Twitch and typing in Squeex' best speed run. They do that in YouTube. Dan,
that's like saying to Blockbuster, don't get into the streaming space, because that's not what you do. That's Netflix's thing. It's an ad game, Dan. People are trying to watch ads, like they're trying to sell ads, right? If their Twitch is losing ad revenue by not having a competent VOD service, which is they're already housing.
I agree, but wasn't it something like it's like 0.1% of people view that stuff?
Because there's no algorithm to push it. The only way to see a highlight is clicking on someone's name, clicking the videos tab, and switching it to highlights. There's literally no other way to see highlights. And these highlights have millions of views on YouTube. And it's housed on Twitch. It's lost ad revenue. If Twitch had the most basic algorithm on the homepage to push these highlights, they can run ads on them and get millions of views. If they even have the crowd.
I don't disagree with you that Twitch's discoverability is bad. However, if you want to grow on Twitch, the best way to do it is to grow on YouTube. It just is what it is. It's like you're yelling at a mountain for not moving.
Yeah, but that's like, then you can just say, like, just don't have an algorithm on Twitch. Like, that's so silly.
But is there an algorithm?
You're stating the problem.
But there hasn't been one in 12 years. What makes you think your buddy Dan Clancy's going to magically make an algorithm?
That's what we're hoping to do, Dan.
Brother, have you pulled up the Twitch app and looked at highlights on a Twitch app? It looks like it would be zoomed into your eyebrow right now.
Yes, it's horrible.
So why do you want them to do that with VODs, man? They're good at streaming. They're good at live streaming. Everything else is not good. So why do you want them to take something and make it? It's
not going to be like on a timeline like that. It has to be in a directory similar to YouTube. You're agreeing with me, Dan. You're just saying, oh, woe is me, Twitch sucks at algorithms, so we just have to upload to TikTok, we have to upload to this, and that's how you grow.
I agree. Like, it's like Twitch's video archive is not good, so use an archive system that is good, which is YouTube.
Yeah, or fix the archive and algorithm system. It's not even like complicated. But do you know why they're doing this? Because they're going to introduce playback. I'm almost guaranteed. This is like a step.
What do you mean?
Like, if you watch a YouTube live stream or a Kick live stream, you can...
I didn't know you watched Kick.
Yeah, of course.
Who do you watch on Kick?
It's market research. I'm a businessman.
Wait, so hold on. You're cooking what's playback?
Playback is like where... if you're live, you can like scrub backwards like 10 seconds, like as if you're watching a YouTube video if you like miss something.
Oh, okay. So they want that extra space for that instead of a feature that no one uses right now.
Yeah, exactly. But people should. It's lost revenue, and it's a shame that no one uses highlights because we all highlight, right? You highlight, I highlight, and they're just like, well, you can't do it anymore. Sorry.
Well, let me ask, what do you use highlights for? What do you use them for?
So your editor would use highlights to save and upload to your VODs channel. So old highlights are stored there. But
to your
that's
YouTube
a shame.
channel, right?
Yeah, it's a problem.
But that's what I don't get, man. It's like everyone is so upset, but there's just make a VOD channel is the answer. On YouTube.
Wait, am I not being clear? I'm saying that is a fault on Twitch. Like, the Twitch should be hosting that and have a discoverability to run ads on. Do you see what I'm saying?
You're basically this is my understanding. You want Twitch to beat YouTube.
I want Twitch to beat YouTube in terms of video game VODs. Yes.
Hold on.
But not in everything. Not in terms of everything.
The person who said Dan is like not a smart person. You have a VS icon next to your name. You have no credibility. Sorry.
True.
Sorry. No, I get what you're saying. Like, do I think discoverability on Twitch is an issue? Yes. Do I
Yes.
think that you should just call Dan Clancy on the phone or get him on this Discord call? And yeah, I mean, you have access to him.
All this morning I was talking to a Twitch rep. I'm writing something up to try to get him to not do this.
Really?
Yeah. This is like a really bad. It's really bad, I think.
So you're really like actually passionate. Like, I've never really seen you go off on Twitter, and I'm like, is he like, is this a bit?
No. I just think like Twitch is such a special place, and there's like, do you remember the DJ system and all this stuff and guest star and all these failures? They're spending their money on complete loser stuff, and like they don't fix the most basic stuff ever. Like the most fundamental.
So like, you see these new features that they roll out and they're not good. What makes you think they would do a good job with VOD archiving? Like,
the problem isn't the developers. The problem is the upper management that's having these talented developers do shit, doing stuff that doesn't matter. That's the problem. Like the feature is fine, but it's just like, it's like a misunderstanding of how people use Twitch.
But here's the thing. I'm just grateful that what Twitch does extremely well is live streaming, and they provide the best live streaming platform on the internet. That's what I need from Twitch.
Yeah, but first of all, the mobile app doesn't work for that. Have you tried using Twitch mobile? So they're not even providing that. But I'm saying that you should ask for more in terms of just live streaming and throwing up your hands and saying, well, I got my servicing, because they host things already and they just don't organize it or index it.
Well, here's the thing, Squeex, and you've risen to prominence, and I've been around Twitch since the early days when like DJ Wheat was around, and prior to like the Amazon stuff, it was like you could no, you weren't. You were not streaming.
Of course, I was. Check my my 2012, my first stream.
Really? Okay. Yeah. Well, I'll eat that. But back then it was like you could talk to people, like DJ Wheat. Like there was actually like people running it that, I guess, that wouldn't fire you over a Zoom call.
Yeah, true.
So like, to me, I'm not jaded, but it's like, I just know that, I mean, like, you'll start a petition and the decision's made. Like, you're not gonna get it reversed.
I know, but
if DJ Wheat was there, you know, like, and that kind of group of people, they would pivot and be like, okay, this is a bad idea.
I don't know. They've changed like their some of their stuff before if people are really upset about it. Like they've pivoted recently. If you remember, what was that one? And if chat can remind me, there was like this one big change that they went back because people were so pissed. It wasn't Moments. They deleted Moments for some reason.
Yeah, which that was an
the UI.
Moments
the UI.
was so good. Moments was so good. I loved it.
Like, remember when they put every Twitch title on the bottom?
No.
Or on the top of every stream? Like, it was so stupid. It looked so dumb. They put every stream title, so when you clicked on a stream, the whole first half of the screen was just text. It's so goofy.
Wait, can I just ask your gut reaction opinion on when you pull up the Twitch mobile app and you see the stories and you click on them? What do you typically see? Like one type of story, or what do you
It's so
see?
Stupid. Even stories is so dumb. It's like they don't know what they're doing. Speaking of staying in your lane in terms of live streaming, like what are they doing with stories? It's so dumb. Wait, are you using stories, Dan?
Sometimes I do, but it's just I don't know.
Wait, do you disagree with me though that like they should do something with their stored content and not just say we don't do that anymore because they already store it?
I mean, here's what I think it's cute how passionate you are.
Okay. But... Oh God, I just got the ick. I literally got the ick from you saying that. That is so insane. But go ahead.
No, like I think it's like you're actually like genuinely. This isn't a bit. Like you actually care about this.
I'm surprised you don't. I'm surprised.
But would it? No one uses it. Like
because it's not implemented correctly. People use it. It's the exact same content, copy pasted into YouTube VODs, Dan. It's the exact same. People would use it. Why? Like, people would watch it if it wasn't horrible and without any organization. The same VOD content.
Yeah, I think we're on the same page. Like, I'm saying they're getting rid of a feature no one uses, and you're like, yeah, but if it was good, people would use it. But it's not good.
The content is good. The organization and indexing is not good.
Yes. Okay. So what
because
you want?
The exact same content goes hamburgers on YouTube and is absolute buns on Twitch. So like the organization and indexing is bad. If I wanted to see, for example, say attempt number 1 of you fighting Radon, I'd have to click your name, Dan, scroll into highlights, hope one of your editors highlighted it, scroll down for, gosh, 7.5 hours it must be, to find the very first attempt of fighting Radon. Whereas if your editor uploaded it to YouTube, I could type Dan Radon attempt 1 and find a video uploaded a few years ago, click that, and watch it. Do you see? There's no search functionality.
Right, but here's my thing. You know inherently to go to YouTube and do that.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Why don't they add that to Twitch, Dan? Right?
Because no one's gonna use it. It's like, hey,
I promise you people would use it. I promise you. They're not using it because that feature does not exist, but instead they're adding the DJ feature with a cute little icon. They will use it, Dan.
But here's the thing. You're like, here's the Eiffel Tower, but it's painted in YouTube red. So let's not go use that. It's easy. Everyone in the world knows where the Eiffel Tower is. Let's try and make our own purple Eiffel Tower out of toothpicks, rubber, cement, and feathers, because that's how we always implement new features. That's like you're trying to sell me. You're trying to sell me
This analogy is great. Hold on. Start again. I'm sorry. So something about the Eiffel Tower being red.
You're trying. Why build another Eiffel Tower with people who don't know how to build, man? I guess that's what I'm.
The people know how to build. It's the upper management that is giving them no direction. So instead of building Eiffel Towers, they're building like the London Bridge when we want the Eiffel Tower, Dan. They're building the wrong thing. That's the problem. The problem isn't the people, it's the direction.
Okay, so you've got me on your side. So we got the cannon pointed, but okay. It's not at the technicians. It's at the leaders. So
that's right.
How do we? So who are the? Let's Google right now. Who are the leaders of Twitch, and let's get a sit down with them. What are they? What are the? So like what do you type in? Twitch board of directors?
Yeah, but unfortunately their CEO is busy collabing with Minecrafters all the time, and he thinks it looks good. Like, give me a break. Like, their CEO's on a tour with other streamers. Like, I don't know what to say. I mean, we could get the CEO in here probably. He doesn't seem like the busiest guy in the world.
So let me ask you, okay, realistically speaking, everything aside, mm-hmm. How do you as Squeex, which I don't, you know what's crazy? I don't actually know your first name, and I Googled it and I couldn't find it either.
No, it's Raj.
It is?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you telling the truth?
Yeah. Raj.
I'm trying to look at your face after.
It's Raj.
Chat, is it? No, it's not. Chat.
Google it. You can Google it.
I'm looking at your face on your live stream.
Type in Squeex' real name on Google.
You can't, like I said, we're breaking kayfabe. There's no more bits.
Yes, type Squeex' real name on Google. It's Raj. It's Raj.
Okay, Squeex is real. Anyways, so breaking the fourth wall. Okay, what can we do to get your little like pet student council project off the ground here?
Okay, well, I may have secured a meeting with the VP of production.
Okay, and when you go into that meeting with the VP of production?
I don't know.
What are you gonna say?
I'm just gonna be very honest.
And so I'm the VP of production. Hey, Squeex, you've done a great job on the platform. Some of your bits are next level. The whole card trick in front of the Capitol, like that was circulating.
Let me tell you, I don't think the VP of production of Twitch is watching my stream. But I appreciate it.
I got 7 minutes for you. What can I do for you, bud?
Well, I would say first and foremost, I think that getting rid of highlights is a big misstep in terms of the direction of Twitch. And I think instead of getting rid of it, we should find a way to push that algorithmically, and instead of just leaning onto live streaming, actually having a serviceable UI for VOD content. And
Okay.
I would love to walk you through some of those tangible steps that we can take to get that done.
Okay. The keyword that you said that I like is solution. And you said you have a solution. So what would the actual solution be that we could execute on?
So I
4
think
minutes.
having, for example, as a basic, having a search that works, having people have the ability to index and have it on the home page, different highlights that people choose to publish and push would be a huge step forward.
Okay, let me stop you right there, because you said first and foremost having a search that works. That's incredibly disrespectful to
I offended the
our
VP.
tech team.
I offended the VP already.
So having a search that works. I'm on the Twitch page right now, and when I type in Squeex, it brings me to your page with the purple check mark.
Yeah.
So what do you mean by having a search that works? If you don't mind me, if you could extrapolate on that.
I want you to have the ability to type in Squeex and Dan talk about Twitch changes or something. Or Squeex is shocked by the Twitch changes. And it's a thumbnail of me going, oh, and Dan Clancy's face in the corner. And that pops up and you say, ooh, I have a free afternoon to put this on while I respond to my boss's Slack message. I'm going to throw it on. Click it. Boom. The VOD starts playing.
Well, Squeex, just a couple questions. I don't mean to sound condescending.
Yeah, no, God forbid you sound condescending.
How many days in your life have you spent in the C-suite running a multi-billion-dollar company?
This VP is awfully sensitive.
You don't need to refer to me in the third person. I'm ready. So
I'm sorry, Mr. Gheesling. I just thought this was a website according to your mission statement that was for creators by creators. So excuse me for not having that experience, but this fundamentally is a website where my say should be as important as anybody's say. Don't you agree?
Well, here's the thing. Yes, but also I have a company to run here, and here's the thing. Here's the reason why we don't have a cute little VOD archive for you.
Right, not condescending, right?
Yeah.
Right.
It's because we want people watching a live stream for hours and hours on end. We don't want them randomly clicking around on a bunch of videos, zooming around.
Yeah.
Now don't mind the new shorts content or stories we put out there. Those are just little blips in the radar. But our primary focus here on Twitch is live streaming.
Yes.
So let me ask you this, Squeex. Are you happy with your live streaming product that we offer you and your community of shareholders?
No. But can I actually ask you another question, sir?
Sure.
Do you like having people on Twitch?
The number one thing we love is having as many eyeballs on the site as humanly possible.
So then don't you think it's bad if people close Twitch to open a new website, perhaps YouTube, to watch a VOD where they could watch it on your website?
Well, typically, I can share the analytics with you based on
please share me the analytics.
On our analytics, the number one site that people leave for, the site starts with an O and has an F in it. That's the typical exit point. We don't get a lot of exits to YouTube. We got a lot of inbound from YouTube, but a lot
Dan,
of
you're
our
scared
exits...
to say OnlyFans? That's not a curse. What do you mean? Why are you scared to say the word? It's like Voldemort. You're scared it's gonna spawn somebody.
I'm with you. How can we keep more eyeballs on Twitch, Squeex?
So I think by having a lot more in-house and finding a way where the UI isn't a nightmare, I think would actually have the I think the term, and correct me if I'm wrong since you're a C-suite CEO, the term is having a sticky customer, right? Having high retention, correct?
Yes, I would use that terminology.
So while people, if there's anything where a large mass of people are leaving the website, I think that's something that we should have a meeting about and find ways that we can just host that other content on Twitch.
So based in your experience, when do people typically leave your stream?
That's a great question. For example, VOD content. For example, shorts. For example, even using a Chrome extension like Better Twitch TV or 7TV, these are just failings in our own UI design that we should fix. Like, let's look at some of the data that, why are people installing Better Twitch TV? What are some things that we can implement in-house to alleviate that, to fix that, so we don't have to rely on a third-party service?
Well, here's the thing. I don't know if you ever heard this saying. We say it a lot up here in the C-suite. A rising tide raises all boats, my friend. So if YouTube's doing well, Twitch is doing well. We're not looking to take a bite out of the YouTube red cherry apple pie, my friend. We got a nice purple pie here. How about you come just join us, have a seat, take it easy, my friend.
Wait, you're offering me a raise? Is this right? Like,
I'm offering you kick like split numbers if you just kind of put this whole thing under the rug.
Wait a second. That sounds pretty good. A fair split? That's pretty good. That's like, Dan, have you ever seen a YouTube live stream?
Yeah, it's terrible.
It's terrible, but it's also terrible because they have no discoverability. They just never fix that.
Well, and I think that's where the role play ends. It's like YouTube is YouTube, Twitch is Twitch. Why do you want YouTube to be Twitch, and why do you want Twitch to be YouTube?
I just think it's a failure, but on both of their ends, obviously.
But is it? Twitch is the #1 live streaming platform, and YouTube is the #1 VOD platform.
Yeah, good point.
But I do hear you. I feel like, all jokes aside, like if you're starting on Twitch, you have no shot to grow on Twitch. Zero shot.
You literally have 0 upon 0. You have to rely on another service and run ads on another service.
Which maybe is what Twitch wants.
Which is what Twitch should offer, and they tried doing that with the Clips channel, but it doesn't work.
Usurping other people. Yeah.
Like the clips, clips are unusable. Like literally everyone in chat, open your Twitch app and go through clips. They're either zoomed into the wrong thing or they're zoomed out so far that you need a microscope to see the content. It's so stupid. It's Squeex, such a poor implementation.
I am so excited to hear the post recap of your talk with Twitch production. And you know what? I will not. I'm a believer. I will not tell you that one man cannot change the world, Squeex. If anyone can do it, I will say this: you can do it.
Dan, but even clips on desktop have a delay. Remember during your clip react? Sometimes it's muted in the beginning.
Yeah,
it's crazy. Is that not crazy? And they're pushing clips. Clips are broken. And if you, God forbid, do something crazy, if you pause the clip, oh, Lord have mercy on your soul. The clip is completely out of sync, completely out of whack. God forbid.
Well, this kind of gave me a little insight. Have you ever been to Twitch headquarters?
No, I haven't.
Okay, through the grapevine, I've never been, but I have a very reliable source of a streamer friend who lacks hair that's been there and told me like they have 20 taps of any kind of drink that you want. Brother, you want clips? Someone's guzzling it down right now in the form of like a Sonoma red wine coming right out of the tap,
Right.
So you want clips? I'm just happy we have a live streaming platform. But Squeex, if you need a signature on the petition, you've convinced me, my friend. I believe in you, and I believe you're the guy. Yeah.
Thank you. Well, I appreciate your time jumping on the broadcast.
No problem, Squeex. I miss you, and I hope we get to have some fun soon.
Yeah, come back to New York.
So I can pay for my own lunch again?
You left the call. Wow, what a guy. What a guy. Dan makes some good points. Dan makes some really good points.